Welcome back to Prime. At approximately 11:08 a.m. today, Thursday, April 22nd, yet another explosive eruption occurred at the Lucia volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The plume of sulfuric ash rose to an astounding 8 kilometers into the atmosphere. Now, mass evacuations are ongoing on the sister island, and many St. Lucian families have opened their homes to provide a safe refuge for people. Among the evacuees are several members of the Jehovah's Witness congregation. Members of the church here welcome Jehovah's Witnesses on island. Joining MBC Prime for Prime Connects is Robert Hendriks, who is the national spokesman for Jehovah's Witness. He is based in New York, and he's joining MBC Prime now to discuss the relief effort by the church. Welcome to MBC Prime. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we all know of the devastation that has been wrought upon the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, what with the eruption, the explosive eruption of the Lucia volcano, which began on April 9. Of course, we saw an effusive eruption that began in December 2020. But now, with the explosive eruption, many people out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, thousands of people have been displaced. And of course, we know that Jehovah's Witnesses there are approximately 8.6 million Jehovah's Witnesses around the globe. And of course, you do have a population of such in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What we heard from Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is that some people from that country will obviously come over to St. Lucia. So what we want to know is how many Jehovah's Witnesses will be placed over here in St. Lucia?
Well, you know, it will be a personal decision. We have offered to evacuate our congregants. We have about 460 meeting attenders, not all Jehovah's Witnesses, about 330 Jehovah's Witnesses on the island. We have been providing relief for all of the congregants and their family members. So all meeting attenders, not just Jehovah's Witnesses, have received our support. And we've also given them some options, some direction. It's obviously a very perilous time for our brothers and sisters, our congregants, our meeting attenders, their families, their neighbors. And we have provided the support that we can. We've already evacuated 6 off the island, 4 to Bequa, and 36 to St. Lucia. So we are in a position to provide for the needs of those who choose to leave the country, and many will be relocated to St. Lucia. And we thank the government and the way that they have worked with us in order to allow that to happen.
Okay, and when you say they're placed over in St. Lucia, are they also being placed in the homes of fellow congregants?
Well, in the beginning, we're quarantining them. So it is important that we make sure that they manifest no symptoms of COVID-19. But after the quarantine period, yes, they will be relocated to homes of Jehovah's Witnesses, shelter in place there for the period of time as long as they can. And we will be caring for them, and their fellow Jehovah's Witnesses will be caring for them in their homes.
As you've stated earlier, this devastation is twofold, what with the explosive volcanic activity and also the ongoing global pandemic that is COVID-19. How has COVID-19 impacted the Jehovah's Witness Church globally?
Well, we have been impacted dramatically because, as you probably know and many of your viewers know, our ministry is very public. We go from door to door, or we have in the past for more than 100 years. We've been doing that nonstop. We're in small towns, we're in villages, we're in airports, and all of that on March 2020, March 20th, 2020, all of that stopped. We suspended our public ministry. We suspended our public meetings. In fact, we don't even really know what the condition of the Kingdom Hall is our building for worship in St. Vincent. We haven't been able to see its condition. We suspect it is damaged dramatically, and maybe even we've lost it. But we haven't been using those public meeting places for over a year. And the simple reason is because even one person that we lose as a result of any level of negligence is one person too many. We need to put our Christian principles ahead of our personal preferences. Of course, in our hearts, we want to meet together. We want to go door to door. We want to see each other, but that's not possible at this time. And we're going to continue that for the foreseeable future, as long as the danger is clear and present.
Okay. And what are some of the measures that you have put in place to witness despite the restrictions, despite the pandemic?
Well, you know, it has been one of the silver linings of this very dark and perilous time that we have been able to reach out to our neighbors through letter writing. We've been able to reach out to them through a personal letter, not simply form letters that address their need and provide some level of comfort. As well as we've called folks on the phone. We have done extensive telephone witnessing, calling our neighbors and just offering them a message of comfort, seeing how they are, first of all, and then offering them a message of comfort and offering them also to go to our website, jw.org, which can provide comfort as well. We've changed our homepage on jw.org over the last year to be more nimble and to address many of the needs that people are going through now. And so we've been able to direct them to that. And finally, we've had virtual meetings, which have been amazing because they're discussion based, and we've gotten our meeting attendance actually has risen. And we've also had virtual Bible studies. So we've been able to reach out to folks through technology, whether it's FaceTime or Skype or some other means or Zoom, in order to provide a continuous Bible study to those, and all free, of course, to those who need it.
Okay, excellent. And for my final question, let's circle back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and their situation there. It is unclear how long this volcanic eruption will last, but we do anticipate that it will come to an end. What is the plan for the church to assist these families when they return home? We do expect that they will have a lot of rebuilding to do financially, physically, to their homes. You know, every part of their lives have been affected by this natural disaster, this natural phenomenon. So how will the church come through for their congregation?
Well, we're always there for our brothers and sisters and those who associate with us, especially, and also for our neighbors. We have set up a disaster relief committee that is assessing the situation. The first thing that we're concerned about is life. And so we're making sure that we are providing the resources needed to preserve life. But hopefully at some point, things will get back to normal in the country. Hopefully at some point, things will get back to normal for our brothers and sisters. They can return to their normal lives, whatever that post-pandemic normal will be. And we can begin looking at how we can assist them from the Disaster Relief Committee side. Typically, the way we do it is we work with our brothers and sisters. We work with our congregants to assess their needs. First, physical. So we're providing relief. Then we're providing recovery. And then we're working to providing some measure of rebuilding, whether that's shoring up, making things safe and for them to return, and hopefully livable well into the future. And so we will be looking at all of that, and we're hoping that at the end of this, the damage is not going to be so bad. That this is just it's going to hopefully have reached its height already. But we are ready to assist our brothers and sisters, our congregants, our meeting attenders in whatever way that we can, especially in preserving their life and also at some point helping them to rebuild their lives spiritually, emotionally, and even physically.
Thank you so much for joining the broadcast on MBC Prime for Prime Connects. I do hope that we can speak again in the near future on a lighter note.
That would be good. Thank you so much for having us.